Today, there's some exciting news about the Nintendo Switch 2. A new leak has surfaced, sparking a lot of interest in the gaming community. This leak comes from Chinese manufacturers, and it's different from the one we saw earlier in 2023. The previous leak showed a prototype image of the Switch 2, but this new one is much more detailed. It involves CAD files, which are detailed 3D renderings that provide a closer look at the design of the upcoming console. In this video, we'll dive into these new files, compare them with earlier leaks, and explore what these design changes could mean for the Switch 2. Earlier this year, we saw a leak featuring a prototype image of the Switch 2. That leak gave us a rough idea of what the system might look like, but it lacked details. The new leak, however, is a big step forward. It includes CAD files, which are 3D renderings used by manufacturers, especially those making accessories. These files aren't the ones Nintendo would use for production, as they generally use injection molding for their products, but they still offer valuable insight into the design direction of the Switch 2. Let's take a look at what these new CAD files reveal. The CAD files come from a Chinese manufacturer, likely one that works on accessories for the Switch 2. These files are not official production files, but they still give us a good idea of the device's design. CAD files are usually used by third-party accessory makers to create add-ons like cases and docks. While these aren't the final design files from Nintendo, they still provide an early look at the potential design of the Switch 2. However, it's important to remember that these files are just concept designs, and they could change before the final release. These CAD files likely came from a Chinese manufacturer that handles accessories for the Switch 2. Leaks like this are unusual in the tech world, especially with popular devices like the Switch. While we don't know how the files got out, their appearance online lets us speculate about what Nintendo might be planning. However, we should take these leaks with caution, as they might not reflect the final product. Still, these leaks give us some interesting clues. We should remember that these CAD files are not what Nintendo would use in production. Nintendo typically uses a process called injection molding for its official products. These files likely belong to third-party manufacturers who create accessories, such as docks or cases, for the Switch 2. Although the files give us an idea of what the Switch 2 might look like, they're not the final version that will be released. Nintendo will probably make some adjustments before we see the finished product. Now let's dive into the details these new CAD files reveal and see how they differ from earlier leaks. If you recall, the leak from October 2023 showed a prototype PC board for the Switch 2. That leak revealed some interesting features like extra buttons, a new click-and-style Joy-Con, and repositioned USB-C ports. While that leak gave us a first look at the Switch 2, these new CAD files provide even more details. So what are the key differences between these leaks? Let's explore.